早安。すべての商品を認識し、System can identify patients in the early
to our distinguished guests here in Taipei and our friends from all around the world joining us online. Welcome to the 2020 AI Now Online Tech Forum Episode 2. With the support of Industrial Development Bureau, the Taipei Computer Association has transformed the physical expo of the past years into an international online matchmaking platform for AI businesses. Our aim is to continue to promote international exchanges in the AI industry and create more opportunities for cooperation between AI companies from Taiwan and around the world. This year, we are pleased to say that over 100 companies from Taiwan and abroad are participating in this project. 有没有先给自己掌声鼓励一下? Yeah, please big hand for yourself. Taiwan's globally recognized effort has also spurred interest in international collaborations. That's why today's event will feature 5 MOU signings between the TCA and business consultancies and startup investors from Singapore, Indonesia, Japan, and the US. We must also thank the Industrial Development Bureau for its help and encouragement in promoting global exchanges for Taiwan's AI startup. Now, please allow me to introduce the international companies taking part today. First, from Singapore, we have ConnectOne. ConnectOne is highly experienced in advising startup teams. If you are a startup founder who needs a professional and reliable consultant, ConnectOne can help launch your team for collaborations. And next, also from Singapore, we have iMail technology. iMail is highly experienced in the digital media content space with clients include Sony, Nokia, and Kodak. iMail technology can help your AI business build bridges and connect with potential partners through its network and programs. Next, from Indonesia, we have Goshen Consulting with nearly 20 years in businesses. Goshen is a professional consultancy with rich networks and experiences in ASEAN market. Next, from Japan, we have One&Co. One&Co is a startup co-working space in Singapore, funded by East Japan East Way. Its clients include well-known agencies and companies such as JTRO, Sony, and Secom. Next, from the United States, we have Panorama Growth. Panorama Growth specializes in making connection across continent and industries between Silicon Valley and Greater Asia. Finally, we have Taipei Computer Association, responsible for turning the IDB's AI Now event into reality this year. The TCA is Taiwan's biggest industry association, with over 4,000 corporation members. The TCA's mission is to promote the development of Taiwan's ICT industry. Let's give a round of applause to the manager, Tung of the Taipei Computer Association. Big applause. Mr. Tung, please come to the stage. And also we have the overseas VIPs now are also ready to join us online. Let's give a warm round of applause to, from Singapore, Elena Chow, founder of ConnectOne, 掌声鼓励. From Singapore, Dr. Kelvin Tan, founder of iMail Technology. Welcome. From Indonesia, Alan Jordan is founder of Goshen Consulting. Welcome. And from Japan, Takatoki Izumi, president of One&Co. And from the US, Hsiang, CEO of Panorama Growth. Welcome. Before the signing ceremony, we would like to thank the Industrial Development Bureau of the Ministry of Economic Affairs for its tireless support and encouragement in promoting AI technology in private companies, as well as promoting international exchanges for AI companies. It has done so much for helping Taiwan AI business broaden their international horizons. Today, we are honored to have Director General Jang-Hwa of the IDB for the signing ceremony. Let's welcome Director General Jang-Hwa. Despite the global challenges we are all facing in 2020, we continue to pursue close ties with our international partners. Now, we would like to invite our guests here to raise your hands and sign this momentous MOU. With the continued support of Director General Liu of the IDB, we will continue to deepen our multilateral connections next year, creating benefit for all of us. Now, please sign it. Yes. 当然，我们要请我们的局长，我们所有的贵宾都能够看着我们前方的镜头，我们在直播画面上呢都能够呈现最完美的见证。With signing of MOUs today, we will continue to promote international cooperation between our partners. And we would like, 当然，接下来我们邀请在场的媒体朋友，我们是不是也可以往前？我们一起呢用镜头来帮我们见证一下这一次的国际合作。We would like to invite our friends from the media to photograph this rare moment while our VIPs all look toward the cameras. Thank you. 3 more seconds. 好的，这一次掌声，谢谢我们的媒体朋友们。Thank you, the friends from the media. Once again, a round of applause for the Director General Liu of the IDB and Mr. Tung of the TCA, and our 5 overseas VIPs joined us remotely. Once again, big applause for them. Of course, Mr. Liu and Mr. Tung, please return to your seat. Thank you. Continue today's topic of promoting the AI industry across border. We will now begin our panel discussion on how different countries promote the development of the AI businesses and conduct international cooperation. Today's topic will be emerging trends in AI startups from an accelerator's perspective and cross-national cooperation implementation of the AI industries. In addition to our 5 overseas VIPs, we would also like to invite Nikki Liu, the Chief Marketing Officer of TCA's Digital Economy Promotion Center. And Nikki is in charge of overseeing international cooperation, and she has a lot to share about her experiences promoting international AI business collaborations this year. So let's welcome Nikki to the stage. I like the sound. So Nikki, please have a seat. And now I would like to invite Dr. Kelvin Tan, the founder of iMail Technology, to moderate this discussion. Kevin.
Right, thank you very much. Welcome everybody to this panel session. We are very appreciative of TCA, especially the team that's led by Nikki, to give us the opportunity today to have this cross-border session and share what Indonesia, Japan, Singapore, as well as US are doing to encourage the AI ecosystem. Right. First of all, I'd like to invite Nikki to take on this very interesting question about emerging trends in AI startups. And we know TCA has done a lot of work from an accelerator point of view. We'd like to hear from her how more things could happen, more good things obviously in terms of the trends, and how Taiwan can connect with the world through this new initiative. Nikki, please.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. Hello, everyone. I'm Nikki. 大家好，大家早安。Today, it's my great pleasure to be here to share with you about the development of tech industry in Taiwan and TCA's role in pushing it forward. Earlier, the host has introduced TCA briefly. Yes, we are the largest ICT association in Taiwan. And what we do, we not only bridge the communication between businesses and the government, but also we undertake the governmental project for tech industry development. IDB, the organizer of today's event, is exactly one of our key clients. So when it comes to today's topic, I would like to share with you about the project we work with IDB closely in recent years. That is about corporate startup engagement, CSE for short. CSE is a very important process for the startup to go to the market. Why? That is because AI itself needs to involve business in vertical market for the development and application. So these days, we have to put a lot of our emphasis on this kind of requirement. So we help bring together startups and tech giants like ASUS and Acer so they can work together and build advanced AI solutions. So from this kind of experience, we've come to realize that smart manufacturing is exactly the best trend of Taiwan's AI startup, with no doubt. And what they focus on includes cobots and AI, automatic optical inspection, and smart manufacturing solution, and so on. So in order to help this startup to go global, this year we have created more digital way. Like we have launched a new business matching platform named AI Tech Business Matching Platform. It brings a wide range of AI partners in this platform. We've got investors, buyers, and AI startups, including AI startups. In this platform, we not only have the startups, we also have tech giants. Besides, the platform has also caught the attention of the global media. So everyone, you can find the articles online like Bloomberg and Associated Press and so on. Lots of media we have caught their attention by this platform. So I would like to invite all the potential buyers worldwide and on-site to join our platform. I look forward to more collaboration and connection between you and Taiwan. In the end, I really hope my share will be helpful to you. Thank you. I'm Nikki from TCA. Okay, let's go back to Kelvin. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nikki. I think your initiative on the CSE, as well as connecting with the corporate partners that you strongly have in your whole range of services and businesses is very important to us, so that we know better, and through TCA, we can actually create more interesting initiatives. Now we'll shift here to Singapore. Right here in Singapore, the weather is cool, and we are glad we have Elena. She is an expert in the human resource and talent grooming industry here in Singapore, working with a lot of startups, helping them to become successful. And we know that if they fail, Elena will be there as for a shoulder for them to cry on, because she treats all startups like her kids. So she's a mother to all of them, but she's a young mother. So now I will invite Elena to address this topic on the trends in AI startup from her perspective as a mother to all the startups. Elena, please.
Oh, well, I think I'm going to spend my 2 minutes laughing here. I never thought of myself. Yeah, to startup founders, but yeah, indeed, it's I'm very passionate about space and, startup skills teams. And one of the pillars of the success of startup is talent. And since we are on the AI topic, I thought our focus is where my expertise is, which is really the impact of the growth of AI on the talent landscape in Asia. So first things first, I think we all know, given that this event is such a center stage, that there's widespread adoption of AI in all businesses, not just tech businesses. I think in all different kinds of businesses. It's predicted that as of now, 30% of businesses worldwide expect to be using AI in their business. And I think this is going to be accelerated much more by COVID. So as a result, there's going to be a stress on the demand for AI talent. And like machine learning engineers, data scientists, even like product managers who understand AI technology and how to connect both business to technology. And so just take a look at some numbers. There's a 74% increase in demand for talent, AI talent in the US. In Asia, 60%. So we're not very far away from the US in terms of demand for talent. And what will happen as a result of that is going to increase cost of doing business, because as a result of this demand, you pay more for this rare engineering talent, not just engineering talent, it's talent. So I think there are two trends that I see because of this. One is an increase in the adoption of remote teams. We're not going to be, we can't confine our teams to people in our country anymore. We've got to do a global for AI testing. So I already have countries in Nigeria, Sri Lanka, like many countries that we don't think about but actually source. So that's one. The second trend that I see is really the skilling of future workers. So people who have maybe some fundamental skills quickly skill to become AI engineers, as well as focus at a university level, fresh grads. So this has become going to be a focus very important for us for AI talent in Asia.
Okay, thank you very much, Elena. Now we also have a representative from Indonesia, right? It's one of the biggest country in Southeast Asia for sure. And we heard of unicorn startups like Gojek, Tokopedia, which is taking the whole AI scene by storm. So with that in mind, and also that means the changing landscape of digitization in Indonesia, I would like to invite Alan to share with us, what it is like to be in the thick of this AI storm in Indonesia. And maybe, if we have a bit of time, Alan can tell us, the challenges that these startups are facing in the present COVID pandemic. How are they coping with it? So let me pass over to Alan to have some good news for us, how this could be more, effective. Alan, please.
First of all, thanks, Kelvin, for the opportunity to share I think everyone here uses the array of benefits in the freelance work, but particularly points that I'd like to share a little bit the first in Southeast Asia is a right period of time. It is nearly 90 million users per year, which is very big number. And I would like to focus on the benefit of AI in terms of data security. Right? I think it is important because, especially in Indonesia, security is a big issue. We know that, as you know, there's a lot of try to circumvent a lot of these apps. So with AI and machine learning, so companies like Google managed to actually to actually study the behavior of the customer, of the users of the app. And that has helped tremendously in terms of using individual activities that have happened. And of course, reducing individual activities that benefits the consumers, it also benefits the users. So that's what I see. This study is moving forward. The region is very quickly of the consumers and the users. And also, I would like to give an example. Second biggest need on the region is Wikipedia, Alibaba of Indonesia. And what I see also the trend they just what we hear people decide to actually promote staff of students to come in and then learn about technology, because I think these are also progress to adopting AI technology in such a country as Indonesia. So, and as you know, Indonesia is in archipelago, so I think logistics are a key issue. So with the AI technologies actually help for Wikipedia to actually manage to actually identify demands in the future, which also help just in time delivery of the goods and delivery of the stuff to the end consumers. So what I'm sharing is just the advent of adoption of AI technology in Indonesia. But I'm very, very positive that this is going to get better. This is going to get very interesting in Indonesia.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Alan. I think there is a lot of potential, like you say, in Indonesia. But because of the changing landscape, the businesses that AI presents as opportunities can also itself be a challenge if we don't handle it properly, right? So that sort of wraps up the first topic, which is emerging trends in AI startup. We hear from Taiwan, we heard from Singapore, Elena on the HR part, how to get talents, and of course from Alan, the Indonesian market, what are the things to look out for to be successful. So the next topic is actually the cross-national collaboration. And this is very important because we know that in Asia, China is rising, and then Japan is an aging sort of society, but they managed to keep up with the productivity using technology in the area of AI, in the area of robots, and for JR East, it is the biggest operator of transportation in Japan. They have actually come to Southeast Asia and give us a very good support. For the last 1 year, Izumi-san and the team has built out this ecosystem here called One&Co, where they are forming the bridge between both Singapore and Japan, so that startups could comfortably use this bridge to come to Singapore, understand the culture, use the network of One&Co, because they have successfully also put up the joint venture with the Singapore transportation company called SMRT to build 2 lines in Singapore. And a co-working space is here. It's a 5-star co-working space because they want people to feel comfortable to handle the corporate and startup relationship, and at the same time, accelerate very fast so that we can find interesting points of engagement because of the expertise of Japan East JR. So let me not talk too much and pass over to Izumi-san, who leads this important initiative between our countries. Izumi-san, please.
Thank you, Kelvin, and thank you for the opportunity. So I'm Izumi from JR East, and we opened One&Co, that is an incubation space bridging Japan, Southeast Asia. It's a kind of cross-national corporate collaboration. So when I talk about cross-national corporate innovation, I will share about example of JR East and Japanese corporate. And as a one of cross-national corporate, JR East, of course, looking at AI solutions necessary for our future growth. AI technology is beneficial in our various aspects, both for transportation and for commercial business. And we are now starting to collaborate with startups in Japan and Vietnam. Also, we are looking at the collaboration with startups in Southeast Asia. And I understand that other Japanese corporates do the same things in Singapore, and we support we support such kind of collaboration in this innovation space. So coming to the JRS example, so we are, of course, we are one of the very commercial real estate developer. So for the AI-wise, so we are looking at AI solutions for example, railway business, for the prediction of condition-based maintenance. So we are now using condition-based maintenance. And we also use the AI to study the passenger behavior for kind of marketing mass. And also, AI provides us initial solution for our smart city development. We are now developing smart city in Japan, and we are looking at that kind of thing, various development in Southeast Asia. And the AI is very initial, like building maintenance or energy saving, or even robotics, including machine, and so on. And of course, we can understand predict the customer's demand. And we developed the smart in Japan, and also Japanese corporates are interested in this kind of topic. So in terms of cross-national implementation, so we established One&Co for the business integration platform, bridging Japan and Singapore. So it is a kind of gateway for local companies to connect with Japan, or Japanese company to Southeast Asia. So it is challenging. It is always challenging to enter new market. So the gateway is important to so so the cross-national implementation. So we are going to be a gateway for Asian company and Japanese company to work together. Of course, so we are to be a gateway for Chinese companies to jump into Japanese market. And I hope this kind of alliance may. So, okay, thank you.
Right, thank you very much, Izumi-san. I think, like you mentioned correctly, the gateway is an important term that we are opening up here between Japan and Singapore. There are challenges because of the language barrier sometimes for us to understand and have good communication. But with AI, the language itself is not a problem now because we can almost get instant translation from English, Japanese, or Japanese to English language quite seamlessly. And at the same time, I think with all the digital technology we have now, go online and have such business as usual is what we are trying to achieve. And there are, of course, the travel bubbles that will be increasingly made more available between Singapore and many countries. And I'm sure the people are working busily behind between Singapore and Taiwan also. So we look forward to our Taiwan friends coming to Southeast Asia to meet the other international companies like GRL here in Singapore, Alan, from Indonesia. Right. Okay, we shall now invite Chris. Right? She has an exciting time in US now because of the election, right? So she's not sleeping for the last few nights, so that's why she's staying up for us today also to share with us her experience. And it's fantastic because of her background as a corporate attorney, right at Silicon Valley, right at California, working in startups, understanding how to advise them on the IP protection. So there's a lot of rich experience that I'm sure Chris would like to share with us on the cross-border implementation for AI industries. Chris.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that introduction, Kelvin. And thank you all at the TCA for your great work and bringing us all together. I think, as Kelvin mentioned, this is a very critical moment. But regardless of how the election turns out, and we are all holding our breath here, but regardless of how it turns out, the AI landscape in the US will continue to be very competitive. And we have long welcomed companies of different sizes bringing their innovation from all countries. And I think the opportunity for Taiwan to grow its connection to the US is there. There is still a lot of capital. As Kelvin mentioned, I also have the background and experience as a corporate attorney. Through this last year with the COVID-19, the deals that have been happening have not stopped. We have been busier than ever on the tech investment side. And also from an experience working with enterprises and working with startups, I think one thing is important, a key for AI startups is the importance of access to data. So the more that as a startup, you can form collaborations and get wide distribution by your own efforts or through collaboration with enterprises and sharpen the application of your algorithms, that will make you stand out, whether in US or internationally. I think in terms of collaboration opportunity, the investors, whether it's VCs or corporate, regardless of whatever politics has been doing, there has been still a lot of interest from investors, VC and corporate VCs to connect with startups from everywhere. And moreover, we see more corporates opening up, whether it's competitions or sending their teams to engage with international associations to source better technology, better innovation. So I think, again, the key is, put yourself out there, get access to that data, sharpen the ways that you're applying your data. So it's not theory, but very focused on the business applications and the insights that you get. And I think there will be great opportunities for you. And if you're interested in more, happy to connect. Thank you, Calvin.
Sure. Thank you very much, Chris. I think I was just told we have a bit more time. So, Nikki, I need to get you to involve with us a bit more, if you don't mind. What do you think of the different perspectives that Chris from US, Izumi-san from Japan, Alan from Indonesia, and Elena here in Singapore when they talk about, the AI landscape, whether is it in corporate, or in the aspects of IP protection. Do you have any question for the rest of the panel? It's not odd for panelists to ask panelists, so it's okay, Nikki. You can go ahead and ask questions also after you express your views.
So for me, I'm a little bit curious about what Chris shared. You mean for staff to receive the data is the biggest challenge for them. So for Panorama, what's the strategy for you to help staff to receive more data from their application or software? That's my main question. Yeah.
We focus more on helping corporates find innovation that they can integrate, and also helping with executive strategy, so more on the corporate strategy side. And from the startup's perspective, however, I think, in terms of a company, when the investor goes to evaluate startups that are doing similar things, one of the key things that they will be looking at is, all these AI startups are going to have great talent. And, some of them may have, deeper research. Some of them may have, various strengths and advantages. But I think, as a startup, if you're able to show more application to how your technology is applied and the results that it brings for the enterprise, or if you're fundraising to an investor, the investor can see that, how you're applying AI brings clear value, then even if you don't necessarily have the deepest research, but you have that business application, I think it adds a lot of points. Hope that helps.
Thank you, Chris. Because I mentioned about the CSE. CSE is also, for us, is a good strategy for staff to get the data because, as I mentioned, AI itself really needs to involve the business into vertical market. So I think we are in the same page. Okay, thank you, Kevin.
Right, thank you very much, Nikki. Thank you, Chris. I will just have one last word from each of the panelists to encourage a startup in AI. What can they do? So one sentence from maybe from Elena, if you're ready, one advice for them.
I guess more from a talent perspective. So it's kind of like don't be discouraged, when you can't find the talent that you need at the price that you're willing to pay. So be creative. Look at different strategies, what we call buy, build, and borrow. So most of us tend to look at buy, which means we hire someone on a full-time basis. But there are other ways, other creative ways. Build meaning that can you train, can you hire fresh grads with the fundamental skills that can pick up AI very quickly, mathematical skills, creativity. Can you borrow? Are there maybe more senior AI people out there that you can bring on as a consultant or advisor? So be creative about how you can build a successful AI team.
Okay, Ken. Alan, one sentence.
Don't be discouraged to explore new markets, especially emerging markets. There's still a lot of new cash. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alan. Izumi-san?
Okay, so the cooperation is corporate. So I think the key success factor is find the proper partners. So to find the proper partner, I think gateway the collaboration space. So
okay.
I think we can have it for that.
Thank you very much, Izumi-san. And Chris, one sentence.
Yeah. Though politics might be complicated, if you can bring and show good business value, the companies here are very excited to work with companies from all over the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone in the panel. So with this, thank you very much, Nikki, also for making this possible with all of us through your hard work and the team. I will now hand over to Marinda, your host in Taiwan. 再见.
Once again, thank you to the 5 VIPs participating in this discussion remotely, as well as the CMO Nikki, B+ of TCA for fantastic panel discussion. Now, to continue our discussion, let's take a look at a few real-world examples of international cooperation. Today, we are honored to have 3 startup teams specializing in smart safety control, smart manufacturing and internet, and AIoT vertical application to share their experiences. First, we have Shaq Tu, the CEO of Beseye. Beseye is a company focusing on artificial intelligence in image analysis platform for security cameras. Let's welcome Mr. Tu.
Hello, this is Shaq from Beseye, and I'm here to give you a brief about ourselves so that we could start to build a close and long-term partnerships. Now, let's talk about Beseye. We provide AI video analysis platform for security cameras, aiming to provide high accuracy and reliable AI services with affordable price. For example, there's a man just fainted without anyone noticed. So how could we find this event and rescue this person in time? With the video analysis, the machine will sense this man is in danger and send an alert to security guard to give emergency SOP so that this person could be rescued in time. Let's go down to business. To ensure the safety of our daily life, there are lots of security cameras installed in all of the public spaces. Currently, there are over 700 million security cameras globally installed, and the number will be quickly over 1 billion by the end of 2021. Those security cameras generate a huge amount of the security video in a daily basis. And we, as a human being, spend a lot of time and resources checking those videos every day. And because of the huge amount of the video, in fact, there's only 1% of those videos are really inspected by various kind of security guards. We human beings really do not have time to see all of them, which inspire us to think whether there exists a way to let machine tell us which part of the video we should really pay attention to. Our service agency has spread over the world, and among all of them, currently Japan and Taiwan are the most important 2 markets for us. Our corporate customers include the top 3 steel factory in Japan and tier 1 railway company in Japan, as well as the #1 telecoms in Taiwan, and so on and so forth. Most of our customers adopt our solution used in the public transportation or the customer analysis in the retail store or production line analysis in the factory fields. The main reason they choose our solution is because we provide a high accuracy analysis in a very long distance, say more than 20 meters. Besides, we avoid using facial recognition technology, so the machine could protect people without invading people's privacy. Our headquarters located at Taiwan, and currently our data center is at the west coast of the United States, Oregon, which gives us the ability to provide global service to all of our customers. And over 90% of our engineering team came from top 3 universities in Taiwan, and with over 10 years industrial experience, which make us won the Microsoft Competition Asia Championship and many world's tier 1 awards. And the reason we could win those awards mainly because the principal challenge of the AI analysis nowadays is obvious. First of all, you need to have long distance analysis ability. The second one, you need to against different lighting condition and different shooting angle. Finally, and probably the most important one, you need to protect people's privacy. By sampling over 4,000 feature points on humans' body, our machine is able to decode humans' posture in a very long distance, say more than 20 meters, under different lighting condition and under different shooting angle. Moreover, the machine have no ability to recognize a person, so people's privacy could be ensured. Our AI platform works as follows. For all of the public spaces, such as public transportation or retail store or factory or something like that, over 90% of them have the traditional security camera installed. And their video will stream into our AI platform for video analysis. We provide two essential analyses. The first one is the security analysis. The other one is the business intelligence analysis. By providing these two analyses, we help you to convert your traditional security camera from a passive recording devices into active analyzing devices so that you can take proactive counteraction to respond to those mission-critical events. Another more complex example is the fighting scenario, which might happen anywhere in our city and does harm to our daily lives. And it's very hard for us to check in all the video in all the city to ensure our safety 24 hours a day. So with video analysis for security cameras, machine will sense this kind of dangerous situation and give immediately alert to the police station nearby so that the emergency SOP could be taken so that our daily life could be ensured as well. To sum up, our AI core technology is to let machine to understand people's behavior, people's profile, and where they locate. So the machine can understand there's an old man, for example, there's an old man on the level crossing, fall down. If the train is approaching, which is very dangerous. Or the machine can understand there's a young lady some glasses store pick up goods, which is also very important to understand customers' desire as behavior. We help you to get the human behavior that you interest the most. As a leader, I have experienced so many wonderful partners as well as customers, and our team also help a lot of customers to resolve their human-related analysis for their fields. As I close, I encourage you to reach us afterwards to discuss what kind of problem that you want to resolve for your field. Together, we could start to open a close and long-term partnership. Thank you so much. I hope you good health and be well.
Thank you to Mr. Tu of Beseye. And now let's welcome Bruce King, the Director of Business Development of GoodLinker. GoodLinker provides equipment monitoring systems for medium and small manufacturers. Let's welcome Mr. King.
Hi, I'm Bruce. I'm from GoodLinker. We are the GoodLinker of human and the machine. We help the manufacturing small and medium enterprises digitalize their production line. So we founded in the end of 2018, and we've been to hundreds of factories from the different industries. And we learned a lot from those enterprises. They always told us, they always told us, the world is changing. The world's factories keep moving. They are moving to the Southeast Asia. They have to build new plants, buy new equipment. These are easier to solve. However, talent, they can hire the right talent and help them manufacture their product reach the quality. So they have to do experience transmission. In other words, is to sum up those masters who had decades of experience, and we have to scale up those newbies as soon as possible. So there are several levels that we can do. The first level is we save the data, we collect the data, and show it on a dashboard. And the second level is we analyze the data and find what is the best formula and write it down as a SOP. And the third level is every time we make the products, they have different raw materials. The weather is different, and the operators, they are different. So we have to let AI give us the best suggestion and let us make the quality is always the perfect. So there are 3 ways to collect the machine learning data. The first one is we use sensors. One is we get tower-like sensors. These sensors can help us to get the machinery's working status. And you can see this is my colleague. He is really professional and installing this sensor on a CNC machine. Or this kind of sensor can help us. It could be a counter to count the times, and it could be a timer, time the times. This can give us lots of important data to know how's the machine working. All the other sensors, like the temperature sensors, the humidity sensors, or the air quality sensors. Okay, the second way to get the machine learning data is we get the data through the controller. We can communicate with the machine's controller and through the industry protocol. And the third way is an AI OCR solution. What is this? This is an AI solution that we developed for to replace a human, that he have to note down the value on the machine's screen and every single hours, just like you can see in the right pictures. And you know, this kind of notes is not always accuracy. And this is pretty easy and pretty simple to use. First, you choose the resource. Second, you frame the area. And you choose which kind of particle you want to output. So after we collect the data, we will provide the users have a dashboard, like we can make the office become a war room, so that the business owner can know what's going on in the production line in real time. And every day, he can have a daily report. They can select which date they want. Also, they can download it through, as Excel file. Not only this, they also can have a mobile app. Imagine that when you are sales go overseas, like let's say you go to Dubai for exhibition, and you can take out your phone and show it to your customers that, hey, this is what's going on in my factories. And the customers always love it. And till now, we already have more than 20 success cases, and they are from different industries. And we hope that these kind of factories, they don't need to worry about the IT technologies, the cloud technologies. All they need to do is use the data to increase their management efficiency and become a data-driven enterprises in the nearby future. So we see us as a starter's kit of smart manufacturing. And this is a graph about how factories become smart factories. And you can see the oranges is what we can provide to our customers now. And the grade one, those grades are the advanced demands. And we are looking forward to cooperate with another startups, who makes the manufacturing solutions for factories to meet their needs. So if you are doing like a topic like this, and you'd like to improve this industry and reach lots of customers, let's team up. We can help these factories and make this manufacturing industry great again. Thank you. I'm Bruce, and we are GoodLinker. We made smart manufacturing happen everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. King, for your sharing with current global trends toward manufacturing, transformation, and digitizations. Okay, so next, let's welcome Arian Hong, the CEO of IHH Company, for keynote speech. IHH is a solution provider offering AIoT file transfer and communication services. Let's welcome Mr. Hong.
Hi, I'm Arian from IHH Company Limited. Based on IOEX solution, we can provide AIoT vertical applications the capability of file remote transmission, access communication. What is IOEX solution and what purpose we want to make with IOEX solution? Let's see in next slides. Along with the evolution of mobile internet and the broadband internet, now 5G network is also coming. The AI plus IoT, the social internet, the internet communication are also booming. How can we make their file transmission and multimedia content transmission quicker and more smooth? I think IOEX solution is a good choice, which is our core technique. Based on distributed network, we integrate our years of development to form the IOEX solution, which can support the AIoT vertical applications to remotely transmit file, to access and save documents, and intercommunicate to each other without any relay service and fixed IP. We packed IOEX solution into the SDK. The business model is we can license IOEX SDK to other corporates. We can also use it to make our own products and services for user subscription. IOEX solution can have the dual-way communication to deliver the video and documents in the meantime. The way to interact to each other with IOEX solution, including one-to-one, one-to-many, and group communication. We use IOEX solution to build the app, AUTO's X Switch and SCAM, which integrates the multi-interactive display and group communication to form the tool for influencers and KOL to have the live broadcasting. Not only live broadcasting, but also recording the programs. Users can even leverage X Switch to do the simple layout design in the meantime. X Switch and SCAM can support the traditional way with the professional video camera to deliver the real-time video to a studio room for the live TV program. With this way, you can see the cost saving obviously. Not only live broadcasting, IOEX solution can also build the security line like VPN for other devices. For example, VPN formed by smart devices with IOEX solution can support chain store to deliver their daily data back to the headquarters with information security. For the existing demand, IOEX solution can create innovative way to help them to save the setting cost. During the service operation, the operating expense can be lowered in the meantime. According to the distributed network structure and the encrypted transmission, the information security and privacy will be also taken care of by IOES solution. Now there are some corporates already adapt IOES solution into their products and their services. We welcome more companies to visit us, to collaborate with us for their products and services. Because now I only have 6 minutes, so I want to make my presentation simple, focus on 4 points. The first one is IOES solution is very simple to adapt. The second one is the delivery is real time. The third one is we can save cost for you because there is no relay server, no fixed IP. So the first one you can save, you can protect your information security and privacy in the meantime. I'm Orion. We are IHS company. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you to Mr. Hong of IHS company. IOEX solution is effectively lower operational costs and for the company while improving internet connection speeds and data security. Finally, we would like to thank all of our on-site guests here in Taiwan, as well as all of our online viewers around the world. Taiwan's AI industry is blessed with rich hardware resources and an outstanding talent pool. We welcome corporations from technology partners around the world. If your company would like to better understand AI businesses, make investments or corporations, please scan the QR code on top of the screen to join the AI Tech Business matchmaking platform that we mentioned earlier. You will find potential partners from around the world create new opportunities. This concludes today's 2020 AI Now Online Tech Forum. Once again, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. 我们也谢谢现场所有的长官、所有的贵宾们热情的参与。除了我们今天上午的很精彩的论坛以外呢，也欢迎莅临参观我们在会场精心规划的摊位，与我们的这个新创还有我们的这个大厂一同的进行交流。那下午在我们的舞台区呢，也会安排其他场次很精彩的活动。今天上午的 AI 国际晋级式跨界跨境新创立的活动，在这里圆满完成。也要祝福我们所有的贵宾都有美好的一天。我是 Marinda。非常谢谢大家，谢谢。